first warn the wicked. Well, what makes a man wicked? Is a man wicked because he sinned? Is he a sinner? Is he a sinner because he sinned? No, he sins because he's a sinner. Run it by you again. You're not a sinner because you sin. You're sin because you're a sinner. You're living at your nature. What Paul said, there's a nature that you live at. You either live at your flesh level or you're living at your spirit level. And most of us live, I said us, not y'all, most of us live, instead of from here up, we live here down. So that we obey the work of the flesh. So that everything we do it because of our own fleshly desire or our fleshly motives. Oh, help me here. So that we don't move by faith, we walk by our selfish feelings. And from my recollection, thank you, old folk, and from my recollection, anytime you operate on the emotional level, you'll always get into eternal damnation. Ezekiel, I want you to be my prophet. I don't want you to pimp yourself. As a matter of fact, let me fix it. I don't want you to prostitute yourself. And I don't want you to pimp my people. Don't sell yourself. All you got to do is get in this book and read this book deep. And Ezekiel accuses the watchmen, the preachers, of being prostitutes who prostitute themselves for no money. He compared them. He said, you're nothing like the real deal. She gets paid. You sell yourself for nothing. It's in the book. When I read it, my knees buckled together. He said, Ezekiel, tell those prophets that they go forth and they sell themselves for naught. All to be able to rub shoulders with the so-called big shots. They want to be, because they're able to get a free dinner at the governor's house or at the city hall or some politician. You want to be in the who's who. You ain't nothing but a prostitute. And then not only are you a prostitute, he said you're a dirt cheap one. And then you have a nerve to try to shift from prostitute to pimp. You sell yourself to the secular world for nothing, but you pimp the house of God. And he says, all to give off this false impression that you're somebody. He says, son of man, I did not raise you to prostitute yourself, nor to pimp my people, but I raised you up to be my mouthpiece. And whether they like you or not, that's irrelevant. The only thing I need of you is to speak what I say speak and do what I said do. He says, I want you to warn them for me. I need you to warn them. I need you to warn them because I'm a God who's always chasing after them. I want you to warn them because I want them. The world doesn't want them. The world wants to use them but have no use for them. But I want them. And to prove that I want them, I'm sending you as my watchman to warn them. And I need you to warn them of the wolves that are out there to destroy them. Tell them I said I'm going to warn them. People are in trouble because they haven't been warned. There are more good people doing bad things than bad folk doing bad things. There are more misplaced people who are just in the wrong place. Just think how many folk, had they got a warning, would not have went to the electric chair, the gas chamber, come on here. Lethal injection. How many folk, if they had been warned,